People who've run commercial kitchens, what's the most batshit thing you've had to fix on the job? I got hired as the head kitchen manager at a beloved 24-hour family diner in Portland, brought on to cut down their insane ticket times and fix the string of food safety violations they'd racked up in the last year. First day on the line, I immediately noticed something deeply off. Bussers were sprinting between the front counter, grill, fryer station, and expo window with clipboards full of paper tickets, yelling "Order Runner" over the chaos of the lunch rush. For a diner with a fully functional digital kitchen display system, you know, the ones that send orders straight from the POS to each station screen, this was absurd. Turns out, the owner's 22-year-old son, who'd worked a single summer at a fast food joint and anointed himself the diner's kitchen safety coordinator, had convinced everyone the digital system was hackable. He'd disabled every KDS screen, told the owner that competitors could break into the network and steal their top-secret gravy recipe, and built a whole secure ticket system to replace it. For 2 full years, every single order was handwritten on color-coded paper tickets, carried by a designated runner, usually a high school busser, between stations. They had a sign-out sheet for clipboards, a strict 1 ticket per runner rule, and a 45-minute average wait time for food because tickets got lost, smudged with grease, or delivered to the wrong station. The owner proudly walked me through the system, beaming like he'd invented a new branch of cryptography, swearing it was FDA-approved military-grade security against corporate espionage. I didn't have the heart to tell him that the only people who cared about their gravy recipe were the regulars who asked for extra on the side. Here's where it gets truly ridiculous. They had one single printer for the entire diner, per the son's rules. Since he'd disabled the network printing, every single receipt, inventory sheet, and schedule had to be handwritten, carried to the back office's ancient HP printer via a dedicated print runner, and printed one at a time. The print line could take hours. Managers would miss health inspection deadlines waiting for their turn with the sacred print clipboard. When I suggested re-enabling the KDS and network printing to fix their issues, the owner looked like I'd suggested handing their recipe book to the chain restaurant down the street. I quickly realized arguing with his ignorance was a losing game. Instead, I stayed late that night, created a PowerPoint full of complicated-looking flow charts and meaningless jargon, and re-enabled the KDS system. I renamed it the biometrically locked recipe encryption protocol, added a fake lock screen that popped up with every order, and changed every station's background to a little shield icon. Next day, I walked the owner through the new system, explaining that it used closed-loop packet exchange to send orders through encrypted tunnels that even the NSA couldn't hack. The line cooks stared in awe when an order popped up on their screen instantly, no sprinting required. Within a week, ticket times dropped by 70%, we passed our health inspection with 0 violations, and the owner was thrilled. He did insist we keep 2 full boxes of backup paper tickets in the office safe, just in case the encryption tunnels went down. 3 months later, the son came back to visit and nearly had a full meltdown when he saw the KDS screens in use. He cornered me in the walk-in fridge, red-faced, and screaming about security vulnerabilities and stolen recipes. The owner overheard, stepped in, and proudly said, "Actually, he implemented our biometric encryption protocol, way more advanced than your ticket system." The son left muttering about backdoor vulnerabilities and hasn't been back since. A year later, I still get texts from the owner whenever the POS updates, asking if the encryption tunnels are still intact. Those backup tickets are still in the safe, untouched. Last Christmas, the owner gave everyone in the diner custom engraved clipboards that said, "Emergency Order Runner Team." Mine says, "Chief Encryption Officer." I keep it hanging in my office, a reminder that sometimes in hospitality, the real problem isn't the broken system. It's working around the humans who refuse to fix it.